EastEnders soap icon Sam Mitchell is set to make an explosive return to the square next week. After a 7-year absence, an Express.co.uk theory explores how Sam could return and what her motives are. Will young Ricky be in trouble? Sam Mitchell, played by Kim Metcalf, was last seen in 2016, played by Daniela Westbrook, when she returned for Peggy Mitchell's Barbara Windsor funeral, leaving her son Ricky, Frankie Day, with his father, Jack Branning, Scott Maslin. The EastEnders favourite often brings chaos when she makes a return to Walford, and her sudden re-emergence isn't likely to be an exception. It seems she comes back with custody over Ricky in mind, but will she resort to kidnapping her young son who she has been estranged from for years in a BBC soap twist? Official EastEnders spoilers confirm Sam will be back next week, and she will immediately get on the wrong side of Kat Slater, Jessie Wallace, and Sharon Mitchell, Letitia Dean. The two both have bitter memories of Sam, so neither is pleased to see her back on the square. She refuses to give away details of her return but enjoys winding the women up. Later, Jack is alarmed to see her, even though she tries to assure him it's a flying visit. Jack confides in his wife Denise Fox, Diane Parrish, and they discuss what they should do about Ricky. They come to the conclusion the youngster deserves to know who she is. Meanwhile, Ben Mitchell, Max Bowden, who has once again got himself into trouble, is furious to discover his aunt's reason for coming back. She worries she won't be able to pull off her mystery task. Could it be she has decided she wants full custody of her son and will go to any lengths to do so? Sam hasn't seen Ricky in years, so although Jack wants her to get to know him, he'll likely be very reluctant to agree to a permanent plan about her visiting. Knowing she won't be able to get what she wants overnight, Sam might decide to flee with her son. Sharon fears the worst, potentially working out what Sam might be up to, and she enlists Kat's help. Will they be able to warn Jack in time? Sam explains her plans to Billy Mitchell, Perry Fenwick, and reveals she will be leaving that night. Although he may not approve, Billy often turns a blind eye when it comes to Mitchell matters, valuing family loyalty. However, schoolboy Ricky reels from the news his mother is back in town. They share an awkward interaction at Walford East, and it probably becomes clear to Sam her son wouldn't willingly leave with her. Denise warns Sam off, but she sees an opportunity and confronts Jack, perhaps accusing him of positioning their son against her. Jack is left furious as Sam continues with her plot to get exactly what she wants. Later, Jack gets a worrying phone call. Could Ricky be calling to sound the alarm he's been taken? Sam recently tried to help Phil Mitchell, Steve McFadden, to pull off something similar when he kidnapped his son, Raymond. Michael Jose Pomer's car leaked. After taking him from Denise, Phil explained Sam was helping him to go on the run. Could this have sparked a desire to do the same thing with Ricky? Perhaps Sam is suddenly keen to build a relationship with her son, but in typical Mitchell fashion, wants to do it all on her own terms. With her promising her visit will be a quick one and clearly hiding a plan up her sleeve, it's likely Sam is plotting to go to extreme lengths to get Ricky on side. Although she hasn't wanted anything to do with him in the past, the EastEnders stalwart seems to be making a return purely for her son. The Mitchells seem to have vast amount of dodgy contacts across the country, meaning Sam could be hiding out anywhere with Ricky. With Denise having been through this recently with Phil and Raymond, she may realize what Sam is up to sooner rather than later and alert Jack his son could be in trouble. With Sharon also clocking on, will the group be able to get to Ricky before Sam sneaks him abroad?